Hello everybody, Reaper X1 here again, just clearing out this little bit of a crafty base that I got so I can make room for another. I'm going to upgrade this one, make it a little bit better, more of a campaign oriented kind of a build, but as I do I'm going to welcome you and thank you for joining me. And as I get on into this, I'm going to try and keep up a little bit because I sped everything up. So I don't know, I might miss a few things. I've edited some stuff out, but if you guys have any questions, ask me down in the comments, And if you like what you see, throw the like down there. And if you haven't already, subscribe, ding the bell. Good way to keep in touch, Now, got to start out the base of the new one. But as I'm doing this, I'd also like to remind you about the Saturday Showcase, where you could have your very own cool and original text, maybe like that little guy over there with the mohawk, the mustachio hawk. And all you'd have to do is just go down into the description underneath this video, or pretty much any of my Terra Tech videos. Hopefully you've been watching some other ones than just this one, or you'll get to them afterwards. But there's a link in the description for the Saturday Showcase auditions. And if you post your in-game snapshots or save games to the thread that takes you to, I will find them there, and I will make the best dang video out of them I can. And you know what? We'll share our ideas, we'll inspire others, inspire ourselves, and I'm pretty sure we're going to have some fun doing it. So if you're interested, it's down in there. Oh, and one other thing I got to mention. As far as the donation appreciation program goes with the 3D printed tech, got a bit of a hiccup. But no matter what, I will announce a winner. I can't guarantee the prize will be there before the Christmas, or if it will actually be a 3D printed tech. Sorry for this. I have tried. I've been messaging and emailing the guys that grab it there. I haven't as of yet got a reply. So I'm going to assume everything's good. But either way, you're either going to get your 3D printed tech, or I'm going to have to ask you for the link, your PayPal.me link, and I'll send you the money. You can order it straight from them, just like you were buying it yourself. So either way, you're going to be able to get a 3D printed tech. It'll either be mailed to you, or it'll be money sent to your PayPal account, and you can buy it, or really you can use the money for whatever you want at that point, right? Really, I'd rather give out the 3D printed tech. So I'm really hoping they get back to me, or I can find another way to get a hold of them or something. We'll figure it out eventually. But I just wanted to give you the heads up, just so no one's surprised and disappointed. This is not a planned thing. I was really looking forward to giving someone a tech for Christmas kind of idea, because I thought that would have been a cool little present. But we're going to just have to wait and see how it goes. We still got a little bit of time here. We got about another week before we're going to even think of announcing a winner. That's why I left it open for the whole week of the last week of November in 2017. So, because we can get this one figured out, then we can go from there. And we can always try more. I think that'd be pretty cool. But anyway, back to the base at hand. So yeah, I'm not really going to put too many guns on it. I got a fair bit of firepower underneath for the little guys that might get underneath me. I got some drills for the bigger guys. I don't really want to use any more than that on this. I'm just going to bubble it up as I go. And now I'm going to get to the craftiness of it all. Because that is the whole reason I wanted to get in at this. I was actually informed that my stacking up base isn't such an original idea, I guess. I guess it was actually done a while ago. So, well. Doesn't really mean that it's not as good of an idea. It actually might mean it's a better idea. Couple good people, couple good builders have made one, found it useful. So, I think I'm on the right thought process with this one. But the one nice feature that they had on theirs, actually the builder, I don't know if he watches or anything, but it goes by Dernip, I think, or Dernipi. Sorry if I screwed up your name. I know I say that all the time, but good chance of screwing up your name. But I guess he had submitted one to a community core. I hadn't actually seen that one, but it turns out that he had an indicator system on his for when his was going to run out. So another fellow member kind of enlightened me to this, so I was like, oh, maybe I should think about that, because I was thinking of ways on how to let myself know, because when they're all stacked up like that, you can't frickin' tell till it's too late, right? Or sometimes it gets hard to even tell what ones are empty until you go through the scrap or the fabricators, the component factories, and see what resources you need. So I didn't really want to have to fight with all that. So I thought, hey, I'll take a little note from that book. Like I say, hey, I get inspired by others too, right? There's one of those situations. So since I got myself an idea in mind, and I think I know about the capacities I'm looking to handle, and if you're wondering, I'd like to be able to have one geocore treasure block capacity for each resource. So even the biggest silo won't hold them all. So I figure my indicators, I'll use one of the medium GSO silos as my indicator. So then I'll have 130 capacity, and one of the big geo blocks gives you 120. So I got a little buffer zone in there. So I think that'll work out nice. I'm still going to have to make an overflow kind of system, something to deal with it. And I'm thinking even a purge system would be good. So, if I ever want to just empty this base out and move it, I can. I don't want to be stuck having to just dump it all on the ground and have something extra that comes in to clean it up. It's a way of doing it, but it's not the nice way of doing it. Me, I'd rather have this thing where I set it to like my purge settings, and then I can go do a bit of battling and come back and it's all done. Money made. But yeah, I don't really worry about purging it to craft the blocks per se, like the treasure blocks, because normally you don't have enough in there to make the big ones that I like, and I don't really care for the other ones, because then you're sitting there putting 5 in just to fill up the 120 of the GSO or 2 of the other Hawkeye. Hawkeye's not bad though with 2, but man, never want to really make a venture treasure block as the main ones to go to. You get like 8 pieces each. That's like, ouch. But yeah, as you can see, like every time I get playing with conveyors, there's always about 6 different revisions that I go through between conveyor setups. It's like, well, no, this, no, over this way. Oh, that's a little small. And then by the last one, it's just resizing it to fit right, this is kind of where I'm at right here. It's kind of getting the lay of the things, and I noticed I got me some colored blocks that I like using, but I never get enough to really use of one color. So I thought of this for using all the colors. I thought it'd be a nice little touch to my, otherwise, I guess I got it to 5 colors. I got gray, I got light gray, I got yellow, I got a whitish yellow, I got black, I got a little bit of green on the trim for the Hawkeye, and geocore, and like around the fabricators, I guess all of them have green on some extent. But this gives me the whole different spectrum of colors. So pretty. So very, very pretty. So yeah, all in all, not too shabby, I don't think. But got to get on to the more important stuff, so onward and upward that way. Because yeah, now this is the part where I really want to make sure I get it just right. Because I don't want to have to tear it apart too many times, if at all. Because by the time you're getting into like this section where it's all the sorting, and you're trying to keep all the crafting stuff compact and nice and quick, and on a bigger build like this where you're trying to handle every single resource all the time, that gets tricky. You gotta kind of just, sometimes slow down, take a breath kind of thing. Yeah, that's not right there. Now, got filters facing the right way. Get these ones all done up. Yeah, it's a lot of filters. I was thinking of linking them all around to go up one side, but then I figured, well, that's just going to slow things down, if anything. So this way I got 2 entry points into my silo, my main silo, which then we'll split it off to my indicator silos, and then from there the crafting will happen. So that's my plan on how I'm going to go about this. But I also got to connect these other 2 lines in to at least something, right? So I figure I'll just go 1 to 1, and I'll have 2 sections feed each side. I'm still about half as fast as I probably could be, but I don't want to have lines like that going up all the sides, because I want all the crafting stuff to be like bang, right off the silos almost. Now the loop kind of conveyor idea will make it take a while, just because I am going to use a whole buttload of component factories, because I find that's the easiest, most reliable way to do it. With the crafting system the way it is, if you try and use like limited number of component factories, so like 3 or 4, and then you try and craft something like Hawkeye missiles, that's a good one, you're gonna have some troubles. I doubt it's gonna work automatically. You're gonna have to manually set things, make them build, and do all that wonderful stuff. So on this I found about 6 component factories is a good one, good spot to start for reliable craft everything kind of a tech, but the more the merrier kind of thing. And it'll also speed things up, because then you can have different steps being worked on by all the extra factories. But right here I wanted to get my purge system in before I get too far with it. And that's what I just did. This here is actually where I'm going to start for the actual crafting. Now I'm going to go between the 2 sides, just because I think that might be an easier way to have my loop, and just keep it small, really. And like I said, I'm going to put a bunch of them up that way. I'm going to put some of them over this way. I'm going to watch my cats fight a little bit. Oh, the big one's got him. Oh, he's down. Oh, get him. Oh, he took off. What a pussy, eh? Okay, I'm back. I had a nickel on the winner. I had to watch. So yeah, we'll just get this loop wrapped around up over here, and then we'll be all good to go. And as you can see up there, I got the purge line in with the delivery cannon sitting on top, just waiting to sell some goodies. And we'll get that built on down, and we're one step closer. Now, the fun part. Sometimes it can be very easy. Sometimes they can be a bit of a pain in the nuts. But first, I gotta get rid of this. So I don't want any extra resources in here bunging things up, causing confusions, and giving me headaches. Because that ain't gonna do any of us favors. So I'm gonna sell off all the stuffs, get rid of everything in here that isn't in the right spot. I think that's about it, though. It's just that. So from there, hey, those went up good. They actually went right to the orientation I was hoping for. Well, that one's a little trickier. See, this is usually what I go through. It's like the last one I get is the one I want. Oop, crap. Okay. Guess I got another one. Oh, yeah, gotta move up. I made the boo-boo. I'm short one. I was hoping to have 10. Didn't that one get picked back up, or well, maybe I threw it away? We'll get a little care package. There, that wasn't too bad. Now we'll get our dongles out. I still think that's a semi-dirty word, but maybe it's just me. I don't know. I do kind of have a wee bit of a dirty sense of humor, but that word's just way too close to be appropriate. But I thought this was kind of a nice way of using these. And we get a little bit of the green coloring from their lights, and then, you know, it's also a design feature. That gets me thinking. As far as the bars and brackets and all that go, the ones for Geocore where they're rounded, I kind of like those. But I think it'd be neat if we had like a double that was angled for them. So like 2 blocks long. So it would actually probably take up 4 blocks worth of space to use. But it would be too long, the yellow or the black bars with maybe yellow accents or whatever, but straight, not curved. I think that'd be a neat one to have for some aesthetics and actually even some building options. Because it could save you some blocks. And you keep all the color scheme when you want angled stuff. Because other than that, you go to Venture, right? But anyway, back to this one. So we're going to get the back end here. This is where the magic happens. So we got hopefully all the real important sorting and component stuff done. Kick that the right frickin' way so our purge section actually will work. And yeah, we're going to build it around the other side and go outward. So from there, that's our loop right there for the crafting side. Get something on here just to see if it works. I think I got something for all the resources in, loaded. So I'm hoping it'll build something good for us. Now if it doesn't, dang. We will see though. So far, it looks like it's chugging along pretty good. The missiles do take a little while. You can't rush them. Especially on a bigger base like this, it's just got the travel time added on to it. So, you really got to take that into account. But the downside is the bases stop working when we leave. I got one. Yeah, it's working good. I'll take that. So when we leave the area, they actually stop working. Well, with the resources, they figured out a way to estimate how many we would have had mined by the time we get back kind of thing, so they were able to do that. Well, I've asked them if they'd maybe be able to expand that into the crafting. And now, obviously, their main concerns is they won't be able to effectively compare each and every individual base setup, fabricator numbers and production rates and all that, and then estimate it as of yet. But I just asked, well, what if you guys make a base that'll craft something, time it crafting the blocks, and then go by your stuff, and just give us an average of that. Even though it may be like half the speed of ours, at least we're getting something done while we're gone, and it's not just coming back and then starting up them just before we can see the base again. So I put that suggestion in a day or so ago in a reply to the developer. I think it was Adriano that replied to mine. So I'm hoping maybe they put some thought into that, and maybe it's worth the time, and it's not a whole bunch of time, so it might get done relatively quick, easy, and painless. Hey, I like the big wheels. Yeah, now we got everything craftable, or every side's crafted. We got our new baskets on now instead of the ugly old platform we had underneath it. I think those look better. And we even got a little color on top. See over there on the chute? Yeah, that's my return chute. I forgot to record that part. It's nothing really major. It's just a chute of armor that goes straight down and sets all the falling resources and components up for a small receiver that's hidden under there, just so it can be picked up, put back in the loop. Just a little go around. I thought it'd be a little nicer than having more and more and more and more conveyors. So actually I'm running out. I haven't crafted any, but I bought a bunch. I've been crafting armor and that though, just to finish that chute. I actually had to wait quite a while just while I was crafting up the armor, so I went and blew up some enemies. They were just little enemies. They weren't even video worthy. I don't know why they were spawning in necessarily. Because I was either in this tech or my other battle tech, which you can kind of see through the menu right there. But he's the one you've probably seen in my previous videos on this playthrough. Pretty good little tech though. I'm slowly working on having one of him at every spot that I got open. Because as I've been going, I've been having my crafting base here. And then when I go out and I find a good little cluster of resources for me to mine, I set up my mining base or camp. Mining camp, I've been calling it. At those locations. And then I'll leave one of those techs there is what I want to do. And then I'll have my little go-between dude, the little Mohawk guy. Because he's faster. And he can still fight fairly well too. So I'll have him to go in between. And eventually I want to make a plane. Another plane. I actually made one plane, but the idea didn't really work out. It does fly. It did work. I might still go with it. I'm not sure. You might see it at some point. It's not going to be in order, though, because I wanted to do this before I really finish that. So, oops. But anyway, I think this one's getting pretty long, so I'm going to kind of start wrapping this one up here. So as always, I would like to thank you again for bringing all that awesome to a little channel such as mine. It is important. It is appreciated. You might be getting sick of hearing it. One guy said he was. Sorry about that, but I do find it important that you guys know this. If you're new or old or returning viewers. And this was weird. I don't get what this happened with this. But anyway, check this out for a second. But, you know, it is all cool. And if you did enjoy what you saw, please throw the likes down below. Some comments to boot. Even if it's just saying hello, it'd be awesome to hear from you. Subscribe if you haven't. Ding the bell on top of it. That way you'll get notified when I do have something new, and hopefully as enjoyable as the first thing that you saw. Or more, maybe. But I do try and get better, and that feedbacks in the comment section that you guys fill in, it does help. And other than that, I'd remind you once again about the Saturday Showcase. And if you'd like to audition your text, just take your in-game snapshots or save games through the link in the description for the auditions to the thread. Post there, and I'll do the rest. And other than that, if you would like to make a small donation and get in on that draw, it's either a 3D printed tech, if I can get a reply from them, or it'll be a mount so you can buy a 3D printed tech that is currently valued at $40. Either way, you'll get a tech, whoever wins. Only the winner, though, not everybody. But all you got to do is find my Reapers or my PayPal.me link down in my description underneath my video. It's set up for $2. If you make the donation for $2, that'd be one ticket in the draw. For every $2, you get another ticket. So if you'd like to participate in either thing, it's all down there. So until next time, everybody, keep being the awesome, keep having a good one. Bye.